Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Sunday, November 5th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 45 of 2023, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 53 degrees with a high of 68 and a low of 46. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, off-key songs, prayers if necessary. We have a lot of fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That's always fun. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who will be watching this broadcast when it goes to video in my Facebook group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to one and all, says Maggie. Maggie likes to sing when she comes in. We always like that. Hi, Dorothy. Dorothy, Dorothy, Dorothy. Dorothy is here tonight. Oh boy, Eileen's in one of those moods. Oh. All right. Let me set up my other monitor real quick. There you go. All right. Let's see, a little bit of adjustment on the camera. Oh, there we go. All right, so we've got 2 projects that we're working on. Used to have 3, but my peeps told me they preferred I do 2, so that's fine. This is from my book, Fluttering Fairies Jubilee. We're just about to finish this up. Again, thank you for all the comments about it. I'm glad you like it. Gee, what a concept. You like what I'm coloring. So we've been working on this, and this is our duet piece, which means I provide this for free, or a duet piece, what I call a duet piece, because the idea is that as we color it together. And you pace me. And that way you learn the different techniques. All right. So where was I on this? Yeah, Fluttering Fairies Jubilee. Oh, duets that I do. So that means that I'm going to be uploading a new duet in my Facebook group sometime tonight. It'll be ready for tomorrow. So you guys can print it out and we can start a new project. All right. And then the next one that I'm working on is called Pirates. Ah! Let's see if I can dump my stuff here. And that book is, hi, Julie. And that book is by Elena Lazareva, Lazareva. And last night on this, I was showing how to color black. So, got good feedback on this. People always assume that you just color in black, don't do any shading with it. It's actually 3 colors. And it's turning out beautifully. All right. So guys, do me a favor. If you like the concept of this broadcast, will you please click that like button? I can't turn my hand. Let's see if we can do it that way. Click that like button for me. That's always appreciated. Okay. Linda. Hello, Linda. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Wally. The Herschenroder clan is here. All right. So get yourself your paper towel or your Kleenex or whatever. Rest your hand on while you're coloring. Helps keep the piece clean. Wally and Michelle say hi. Thank you, Wally and Michelle. All right. So I'm going to work on the center section here. Let's see. Let me grab what I need. Oh, and just to remind you, I went through this. I did a flip through yesterday, Autumn Wonders Jubilee. This is the grayscale edition. And tomorrow I will be flipping through the line art edition. Amazon and USPS has promised me that it'll be coming in tomorrow. So this is a pretty cool book. So I will do a quick flip through of that tomorrow. Let's see. Now, for this smaller area, I'm going to go to water-based marker. But before I do that, I want you to grab your Sharpie marker, your fine point, or extra fine point is what they call it. What do they call this? Yeah, the extra fine. Ultra fine. And we're going to make this floating thingy into a stained glass. Now, when you do it, don't make it as fine as the wings are. So in other words, we're only going to have like 2 or 3 pieces. So I'm just about putting like one line. At the most 2 on the bigger pieces. Who just popped in? Karen. Hi, Karen. Let's see. Hold on. Whoop. Okay, I think that's enough. Get your lines on it now so that your pen or Sharpie marker can dry. You can use a pen. Sharpie marker is better. Who else is here? Did I miss anybody? Okay. Who did I miss saying hello to? All right. And if you're lurking, welcome. All right. So let's get down to the center portion here. And I'm going to slide up here. I'm going to start up on the flower. Make up your mind, ILene. You're moving around on us. Yeah, I am. All right, let's get this flower done. And we'll get this little flower done. And we'll get this little piece done, which I'm going to make into a flower. And then I'm going to work up some green. And then I've got another, I'm going to make this a little flower over here. Am I close enough? Hey, Kathy. And then I'm going to get a little bit of yellow up here, kind of for a gold look. Now be careful with your marker about swishing it down because you don't want to pull up the ink from your printer. I'm going to put some yellow on either side of this. How's the world treating everybody today? A little more red over here. I'm going to catch that as a flower. And then I'm going to bring my yellow down here. And that will match and be compatible with the blonde hair that we put in on her. Okay. And then I'm going to come down to the bottom where this loopy thing is. I bet you guys didn't know that's an official coloring term, loopy thing. Oh, like I said, I am in a mood tonight. Silly mood. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then I'm going to grab some red. Excuse me. And I'm going to make this a little heart, because that's what this reminds me of. And then I'm going to come in with a very light blue. For this area above our gold thingy, our loopy thingy. So guys, tell me something fun or funny or something that's going on with you. Now, I'm going to take this light blue and pop up to our armband. Even if it's something that's not fun, all right. And I'm going to go to my other armband. As soon as I find it on camera, there we go. And then I'm going to go back to my center belt. Hallelujah. And I'm going to pop in some green. Oh man, that looks good. What are you guys coloring on? Anybody coloring this with me tonight? We are so close to having this puppy done. Look how beautiful that looks. And if your marker gets a little wonky, which it can sometimes, Dorothy's watching tonight. Linda's coloring with me. Ah! Oh man, this pencil. All right. Finally. Kathy, you're working on your coloring challenge. What's your coloring challenge? Okay, once your marker is dried, you can use pencil just to fill in any gaps and even out your color. And that's what I'm doing on the center thingy. And I'm going to take a little bit of yellow to brighten up the center thingy. Creative Haven, Autumn Charm by Teresa Goodrich. All right. All right, check out how cool that yellow is looking now. Yeah, the coloring club, yep. And then I'm going to color this little flower thingy over with my yellow. Along with this curly thing. And isn't it amazing how that white dot in the center really shows up? Yoza. All right. Black Sharpie marker. Dot. There we go. Okay. Let's pop up to the face. We need to give her a little bit of color. Hey, Sandy. Been missing you. We'll give her some pretty red lips. Then I'm going to blush her cheeks. Now, don't make it look like makeup, just give her a nice little natural blush. Hey, Sandy, Kathy, I don't know if I asked you this question before, but who decides what gets colored? Okay, there's a little blush on this side. And then we'll put some color on this other side. And then I'm going to take a very light blue. And I'm going to take a little skin tone here. On top of that blue, just to lighten it a little bit. Well, Kathy, one of these days I'll donate a page and you can show it to her and ask her if she'd like to color it up. Have the group color it. Okay. Blue eyes. Water-based marker, fine tip. And then back up here on the top, get this flower in the red. Oh, what I said was maybe I can get a coloring page to you to donate to the club to see if they'd like to color it. Isn't that pretty? Now, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to put a little bit of my Payne's Gray in there to give it some depth. Anybody having any problems with my broadcast breaking up? And then we'll go ahead and get some green on here. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Yeah, Kathy, I've done flip-throughs of my books. And you can let me know which books you might be interested in. Do you guys do grayscale at all or just line art? Oh, that's pretty. You know I'm very supportive of coloring, obviously, and that would be my way to support the club. I've already donated a book to Luba for her group. Okay, now I'm going to do this little thingy here that she's holding in her hand a little differently than her wings. That way there won't be any confusion. Yeah, Kathy, if you can be here tomorrow, that's when I'm going to be flipping through my Autumn Wonders line art version. And I think that that would be a really good book. You probably don't want to do grayscale because that's going to involve some teaching and getting used to it. Okay, so let's do this globy thing. And I'm going to do it in primarily greens. And if you notice, I'm not doing the shading that you would normally do with stained glass. I'm just going to color the different images or different parts are solid color. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I don't want it to distract from our beautiful fairy wings. And that's why I'm also sticking to shades of green. Now these little pieces that are over on the wing, I'm just going to go a solid green on that. And that way they'll show up a little better. Okay, Maggie, cool. Maggie, I was just explaining. Oh, gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I was just explaining that I'm doing this whole thing in shades of green, and I'm not doing it in the different shades. I'm going to put a little yellow in there too. Thank you, Linda. And you guys know I'm going to grab a tissue and then I'm going to use it and then I'll apologize. All right, let me pull out for a minute while I grab a tissue. Oh. Okay, put your fingers in your ears so you don't hear this. Hallelujah. Now, I'm going to do one more extraneous leaf. And guess what? I'm going to leave the white in there. So I'm done with that. See how I'm doing that? So let me pull out. Check it out. What do you think? Take your time finishing up. I think we got a pretty good do on this. But there's one little thing that I'm going to do. I hope that you've been enjoying this project as much as I have with all the fantasy, you know, the fantasy colors on the flowers. I have got to do a coloring book that's got black backgrounds. What do you guys think of coloring books with black backgrounds? Do you like them? Okay. I'm not happy with my bird. So I'm going to, I outlined them once. But I'm going to use a little bit of a thicker marker on here and a thicker line. Because I want that bird to stand out a little more. Don't be afraid to do something like this. Now, as an alternative and food for thought, we could have left that bird white and made it like a dove. So give that some thought too. Julie, you like books with black backgrounds. Anybody else? Okay, so heavier line around the bird. And around the ribbon. Guys, play with the lines in your coloring books. Okay, now I'm done. Kathy, you've got a couple of books with black backgrounds, but you haven't colored in them yet. Okay. I need to do that. Now, one other thing that I noticed, and you might run into this, and I don't know if you can see it close up. You like them, but it takes a lot of ink to copy them. Yeah. Is sometimes the Sharpie marker, which I use for detail, won't match your alcohol marker. and you might have to go over the area that you used the Sharpie marker on. Well, the alternative to that then is to not copy the page, but to use the page directly out of the book. The paper might be a little bit different because it's got that black ink on there. Oh yeah, this is a lot better. Now again, when I pull out, you're not really going to notice the difference. Yeah, let me just take care of another area here. Now, if you run into this problem between your inking with your Sharpie marker or your alcohol marker, don't get overly worried about it, because when you take the picture of it to show it on camera, you know, in the group, it really won't show up. You're going to be the only one that's going to see it. So I'm not going to get too fussy with this. All right, one more little area that I'm going to cover, and then that'll be it. Yeah, I do too, Sandy. Okay. I think we're in good shape here. Questions or comments before I put this one to bed? I hope you enjoyed this project, guys. I sure did. All right, let me move a couple of things. Let's get on our pirate book, our pirate piece. And last night I was showing you how to color black. And we color black by using black, a medium gray, and a light gray. Any questions about that? Now, for anybody that's new, don't hesitate to interact with me. That's the point. Let me move my camera just a little bit. So we're using black, and I like to use Prismacolor because I think that's got the best black. And then a light gray and a medium gray. All right, so let's go down to this part of this leg. I need to move my camera again. There we go. So last night when we started this, I went around here with my black. And again, don't pound your pencils into the pavement when you're doing this. You darken your colors by repeated strokes, not by brute force. Okay, so there's my black on this area. Then my medium gray. And remember, we want to obliterate that edge between the colors, right? You've got a good blend when what? When one color seamlessly disappears into the next. What's the most important skill to learn in adult coloring? Blending. I'd rather see you have lousy colors and great blending than bad blending and great colors. Okay, Kathy, thank you. light gray. And then I'm going to come back with my medium gray to darken that up just a little bit. We're going to shade that up. I need to look at something on this. Hold on. All right, medium gray. And then I'm going to come back with a little bit of black. And then we'll finger blend that. Okay. And define the point of that knife just a little bit better. Okay, now let me pull out. And I'm going to finish the alignment of the leg. Up to the crotch. Now I accidentally got a little crazy with this. There we go. We need to get that band back so that it makes sense. Okay, any questions about coloring black? In this case, black pants. Let me get this last area in here. And of course we need to leave our areas open for our buckles here. Michelle, what do you think of our lady pirate? All right, let's pull out. And again, if we need to tone down any light spots, you just take your black and very lightly go over the top. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. There were areas that I just put the pure black down when I first started this, so that's black. It becomes very black, black. But then when you add black on top of your gray, it changes the black color a little bit. And that's where you start getting your depth dimension detail. Oh, she likes it. Okay, good. Good. So that's the way you would go ahead and make different shades of black, that you have black directly on the paper or black on top of your medium and light gray. That's why I have no problem coming back and putting my more black on top of these light areas. Now, I don't know how that little splotch got there. I'm going to leave it. We'll just make that part of the pants. Is everybody clear about what I'm saying about coloring black? Yeah, that's basically my Thanksgiving book. There are some Thanksgiving theme pages in there. So it's a combination of autumn, you know, where I've got the be thankful in there. Now, check out how rich this is looking with this other shade of black. Oh, you liked it? Good. Wait until you see my line art tomorrow. So make sure that you understand what I'm saying about the black. It's going to change color. Either you put it on top of your gray pencil that you put down, and you can also put it down as a pure black directly on the paper. Isn't that cool? Okay. Miss Dorothy, good night. Thank you for letting me know. And then I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase in a little bit more of a highlight streak right there. Guys, there is so much that you can do with your pencils and your erasers. It's pretty nifty. Take care, Dorothy. Okay, there you go. Now, notice that little light line right there? I'm just putting my black next to it and enhancing that a little bit. And that's going to make the pants look really cool too. We are in good shape. Yes, we are. Just doing a little blending on the top here. Blending with my medium pencil in this case. Okay. I like it. All right, let's color in a leather belt and a gun holder here. And an armband. I'll tell you what, this little girl is ready to go, isn't she? So I'm going to choose browns here. I'll show you my color selection in a moment. Alleluia. Amen. Amen. Okay. So here's my dark color. I lied, that's my medium. Here's my dark color. And then my medium. And then my light. Now the medium's got a little bit of reddish color in it. That's what I want. So I'm going to start identifying where this belt is. By starting with my lightest color. And this is why I said don't get hung up on doing your color, your grayscale one way. Meaning always doing your dark first, or always doing your medium first, or always doing your light first. It just depends what works for you. And what's working for me at the moment is to identify our light spots. Okay, now don't confuse, for those of you that have this book, don't confuse the gun with the leather. This is the gun right here. Here's our leather. Oh, this is looking pretty cute. Okay, there's her armband. Then we've got her saber pouch. I'll tell you what, she's really ready to go, isn't she? And then we've got some more buckles and straps. And another pouch right here. Anybody have any questions about grayscale? Here's some more knife pouches. And then down on her boot. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. And then we've got our laces, which are leather as well. All right, let me pull out and take a look at this. Is that not cool or what? Okay, so that's my light. And then I'm going to come in with my dark. And we'll start detailing some of this. Now remember, we're going to come in with our medium and blend all this. And it may look a little confusing at first, but trust me, it all comes out in the wash. Hold on, got a little more than what I intended. Hate that when I do that. Now I got a couple of light spots that I missed on this belt here, so we'll go back and catch those. Now remember, this is our dark color that we're putting in. Let me roll back up here and catch whatever this is. Now, sometimes you can't tell what something is. Don't get panicky with that. Follow the grayscale and eventually it'll, no pun intended, come into focus. And it'll make sense. Okay. This is where people tend to give up. because as they're doing the piece, it doesn't make sense at the time they're putting in their colors. And you've got to look at this as a coloring that will present itself, and it'll all come together for you. Okay, let's take a look at this. Starting to look pretty cool, isn't it? While you're looking, I'm going to grab some water. All right. Michelle, what do you think? Wally, what do you think? Okay, so here's our dark. And then we'll come down to here, this knife. Oh, she's brushing her teeth. Okay. Wally, do you like sexy pirates? Okay. And the answer should come back, of course. Good grief, this lady's loaded with knives. Okay. I've got to erase out a section that I thought was leg. Okay, something's not making sense here. Let's see what's going on. Tell me what I'm missing. We've got one leg going down this way. We have one leg coming out this way. But yet we've got a top of a boot over here. I think we're going to have to do a little editing. All right, where was I? I was doing dark. If anybody has an opinion on what I just brought up, let me know. Okay. Now I'm going to use my own artistic instinct. And I'm going to add a little bit of a dark shade on the outside to get this boot to look dimensional. I'm also going to darken around these eyelets a little bit. Now, the grayscale doesn't call for that, but I'm adding it. And now while I'm down here, now I'm going to come in with my medium. This is still my dark right here. Now again, looks a little wonky, but we haven't added our last color yet and blended. Remember guys, we're building this picture. Okay, so let's bring in our medium. And then I'm going to come in. Remember, I've told you that in grayscale, you're not stuck with 3 colors at all. I'm going to come in with a brown. And it's going to be a medium brown. Let's see. And that's going to give us our worn leather look that we want. Check it out. And then I'm going to use that same brown. Let's see, I've got some light that I missed here. I'm going to use that same brown now to finish up our laces. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of Payne's Gray to highlight one edge. And my last color is going to be a gold, because we've got to get these rivets. Let me pull out. I think that's looking pretty cool. All right. Now, while I've got my gold in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and color my buckles. And my metal parts on the handle of our knives. And I'll come back with my other shading on the metal part for the knives. Right now I just want to get my basic gold in here. For the metal pieces. All right. So here's our rivets, buckle, more rivets, base color of gold for the sword, and when I say base color, that means I'm coming back and adding the detail of the other colors. Is her leg crossed under her leg? I wondered. It just, I don't know, it just looks like that comes straight down. This is on top. It's weird. That's why I'm going to change it up. Okay. Now remember, I haven't done my medium brown yet on all this. But I want to catch all these rivets and buckles. And our key. Okay. And when I was doing my dark, medium, and light on my leather, I missed her armband. So here's my dark. We've got our light. And then I'm going to come in with my medium. And we'll start bringing all of this together. And then I'm going to come in with my brown. Actually, I'm going to blend with my light a little bit. We'll get this nice and smooth. We've talked about blending with light pencils before. And then I'm going to kick in some brown here. And here's my medium on this piece. With a little bit of brown now to shadow underneath it. Finger blend. Okay. Now, I got to go down to the leg knives here. Here's our medium. And again, now notice how everything is coming together beautifully. And then I'm going to come in with my dark brown. And do a little bit of extra shading and shadowing. Finger blend. Notice how I'm shadowing underneath this belt area here. And next to the knife. Okay, let me pop over to these little buckles here. Darkest brown on either side. To make those stand out. And while I'm at it, I'm going to use my darkest brown on the hilt of this knife. And give that a little more definition. Okay, let's pop up here. Darkest brown. And use that to give us some definition on the handle. And the brown and the gold work together beautifully. Okay, now our leather belt here, darkest brown on either side of that little area. Check out how it makes the rivets stand out more. Oh, that looks cool. Let me pull out. That's a little too far, isn't it, for you guys to see? There we go. All right, a little bit of medium right here. Okay. Let's go back up to the main belt. Let's get our medium color. And we've got to get in between these little belt buckle thingies. And I think you guys can see why I decided to do the light firsts, so that I could just get a bearing on everything. Trust me, this will come out the way we want it. Here are some little rivets that I missed with my gold. We'll pick those up. And I think you can see how beautifully everything is coming into play. I accidentally colored the gun handle. Need to get that back. Bad girl, bad girl. Okay. And now up the strap. And right into her hair. All right. Let me pull out. Boy, tonight's flying, isn't it? Okay. Now, obviously, for those of you that joined me on time, you changed your clocks. Or your phone's changed automatically. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my darkest brown and detail this belt. Kathy, you still hanging with us? And look how cool now that looks. I'm going to sneeze again. Woo. Bad girl, bad girl. What are you going to do when they come for you? Oh, yeah. Now check out how this detailing really pulls this together. And where these belts overlap, we need to shade that puppy in. Great, now I've got that tune in my head. Thanks, Kathy. Ooh-wee. What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay, hold on. Excuse me again for using tissue. Okay. Look how cool this looks. If I wake up tonight thinking about that song, Kathy, you are in trouble. Okay, now we've got a little tooled pattern on the scun case. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And I'm going to add a little more of that design down here. I'm going to make my own indentation and my own pattern. Guys, be creative, will you? So I added this line down at the bottom right here, and this one up at the side, and that created that ridge. How cool is that? Sorry. Yeah, I don't think so. What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh man, check out how detailing this really makes this belt stand out. Everybody see that? You can have so much fun with your pieces. All right, let's do that on this belt over here. Look at that. I'm just adding a dark line, and that's giving me that dimension. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad girl, bad girl. I'm having too much fun adding this belt detail, I really am. Okay. Same here. Okay. And then up the belt here across her chest. Everybody's seeing how easy this is to do that, and you get a great effect. I love it. All right, let's see if I missed any areas here. What you gonna do when they come for you? I think you guys do that on purpose to me, just to hear me do this. Kathy's the instigator tonight. Can you guys see how cool this belt looks now with this detailing? All right, let me pull out so you can see the effect or the result. Check it out. I haven't done the gun yet. What you gonna do when they come for you? Any questions? Doesn't that leather belt look cool? All right. Let me get my silver. So I have a metallic silver pencil that I'm going to use on this. Oh, let me think about that. Yeah, we're good. So let's go ahead and get our base color in for our gun. Maggie, you still hanging with us? Now we're going to detail this silver in, obviously, because right now we've got a blob of silver here. And then we've got our little metal doohickey. On the back. So right now we've got silver blobbed on this gun. And now I'm going to come in with Payne's Gray. And we'll shade in the reflection on that barrel. Sorry, I was off camera. And then I'm going to add a little extra curve right here. Maggie, what are you coloring on? Okay, now we've got another metal piece here. And if I'm correct, this is the piece that you use to stuff in the gunpowder. After you fired your bullet. A Marola Boudet that Allie picked out. Oh, cool. What's it of? What's the picture? I'll bet you it's a cutie. Okay, then we're going to get the handle. And then I'm going to take a black Sharpie and dot in my rivets. It's a gnome in a tree with 2 squirrels. Oh, that'll be cute. And then I need to add my detail on our gun. Right here. Sandy, you're on a Christmas tree. I've got a surprise coming for all you guys, by the way. Involving Christmas. And then I'm going to put a rivet right here. I think you're going to like it. I've been spending quite a bit of time on it. I've got another surprise Christmas book coming out. So we'll see what you guys think of it. And no, I'm not going to give you any hints, Sandy. Okay, wooden handle. Sandy says poop. Okay, so here's my light brown for the handle. Miss Kathy, good night. Kathy, give me 1 second here to pull out so you can see how this looks with the gun. All right, now we want to show a little bit of wear on the handle. And let me pull out. So what do you guys think of her midsection? Kathy, have a great rest of the evening. Give John a hug for me, will you? Any questions at all as to how I work this? So I love it. Kathy leaves me with that song. What you gonna do when they come for you? And then she pops out. I owe you one, Kathy. All right, let me pull out a little further here. And let's get a little more perspective on this puppy. Bad boys, bad boys. Oh, Sandy got us all. I'm real happy with how this is turning out. I hope you guys are too. All right. Now we need to do a little more detailing down here at the bottom. Now this is all about drawing in these extra dark lines on either side. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. All right. So I've got a detail around these rivets. And check out how dimensional these look all of a sudden. Oh, guys, check out how cool that boot looks. Now I'm going to add an extra line right here at the top because I want that to have a rim. And down the side. That was not on the original. Guys, when I see pieces done by you, I want to see some original additions. I told you, I look at your postings. And I'm thinking that boot looks pretty cool. Okay, any questions about this whole process that I've been doing to get the detail on this stuff? Does it make sense? Do you get it? Do you see the value of it? All right. I love it. I think it looks pretty cool. I really do. Let's see here.
Hobby Lobby has hundreds of incredible products on sale every single week.
When they come for you. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh, I couldn't resist. Are you guys laughing? What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay, I am particularly happy with this. I should have done that when Kathy was here. What you gonna do when they come for you? All right. So let me color up the fringe and then I'm going to call it an evening. Hi. What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh, I thought you guys would be laughing over that. All right. So here's our gold. All right, let me grab a little bit of brown here. What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay, so I've got my gold, and now I'm going to come in with some brown. And I'm going to shade that just a little bit. Check out how cool that looks. And notice how I'm coloring in between here like I would hair to get this to look like it has layers, right? What you gonna do when they come for you? We get a little area where I got crazy with my brown. All right, everybody see this shading here? Pick your areas, get on either side of the part that you want to come forward. Shade the rest in. Okay. I think we are in very good shape. Let me pull out. I think I'm ready to call it an evening. I really don't want to start up any areas. I've only got like 5 minutes left, 7 minutes left. Are you guys happy with what I'm showing you? Did you learn something? And did you have fun tonight? Okay. So there we go on our pirate. We finished our fairy. I think she's looking pretty good. Showed you some different ideas for coloring stained glass and also to leave some areas blank. I think it turned out well. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Have a great rest of the evening. Love on somebody. That's what our group is known for. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. I will have a new duet put up. And we'll have some fun with something new. I may even, well, I know I will. My new autumn release book, I'll do a duet out of that. Excuse me. Okay, guys, take care. Have a great rest of the evening. I forgot her eyebrows. Oh my. I think we got it. Okay, guys, take care. Have fun. Till tomorrow then. And be sure to look for the duet. All right. Bye.